Hello, peoples. I'm here to vent. Yes, it may be crazy enough to do this, but let's give it a shot. If there's violence in the world, why is there violence at all? There's no need for it. It shouldn't even exist. I've been trying to figure it out. We're the human race, dang it. We should be above violence. There's no need for it. It's just whatever. But there is good things in this world. There's not bad things all around and every single day and all negatives. Well, let's see here. Like for one, did you see that meme about dang, I forgot about that meme. Let's see here. Trying to figure something out. You know about writer's block? Well, apparently I'm having video block of my own. Or writer's block how would that be said? If there's such thing as writer's block, then what would this be? I'm a bit confused. There's a lot of questions. Yes, this is me getting off topic for a little bit. I'm also going to do some sounds and stuff to see if you can incorporate it, make it into a meme. Yeah, that's for future videos, short videos, I think. All kinds of stuff. And tech savvy, I'm not that good. I would love to be able to figure out all kinds of stuff when it comes to YouTube. Got no laptop. Don't got that much of anything when it comes to technology. Hey, but you get what you get and you don't get upset, alright? You got what you got. Oh, and I gotta tell someone this. Shout out to those who are, who have a lot of money and are spending it on things they don't need. Believe it or not, I can see sort of why you need to actually do that stuff and to buy it and stuff. The IRS, sheesh, they force you to flippin' buy things that are expensive and just to make sure you're able to buy things that are expensive. It's a cycle that nobody wants. I learned, yes, I didn't know this before completely. I learned that people that have a lot of money have to pay and spend a lot of money in order to keep said money. Yuck. And let's face it, there is those who are, let's just say they spend it on things they don't need to spend it. Yeah, it's your money, yes, it's okay, but think financially smart. Budget wise. Even though you got something, doesn't mean you're gonna keep it forever. Think about it. Anything can happen, right? 1 minute it's there, the next it's gone in a second. Heck, I know for a fact if someone were to have $1 billion, just wait a second. There's gonna be something happening that will make sure that they don't have it for long. That's how it is, I guess. Fortunately, if I ever had a lot of money of any kind, I say, to be modest, 50,000, I'd make sure to think it through, to think it through completely. All kinds of stuff. Heck, if I was to have a wish of some sort, possibilities are endless. However, if I was limited because of said wish, by reasons or whatever, that wish would be 50 million. No. $50,000 a week. Oh yeah, for the rest of my life, for the whole dang thing. $50,000 a week. If you budget things and if you plan things out right, you'd be golden. Speaking of gold, why? No thanks. I like things that are simple. Especially when I am able to notice that people might need stuff more than others. And yes, there are those who do charities and stuff like that. Thank you, by the way. You help out a lot. Those who just spend money to just feel better about themselves or feel good about themselves. I really hope you'll take this advice to heart. Please, don't keep wanting. Needs first, wants less. Let's just say that, yeah. I mean, what you need is more important than what you want, right? If you gotta get the need first. And for those who think that they don't need anything because they got cash, it doesn't end well for those who say that. It doesn't. But take it from this guy who's seen it all go down. All scenarios of any kind go down. Heck, there's movies about this stuff, and it happens in real life. Can you imagine why people keep bringing that up? Oh, and for those of you who are budgeting and spending money real smart wise and all kinds of stuff and making sure that you're conservative but not cheap, just able to make sure that you're on your feet and everything. For those of you who are like that, shout out to them and keep going. You guys are inspiration. Let's see here. What else? Oh, and people, if you think that you need a big house and a mansion, believe me, you don't need it. You might want it, but I know it may seem difficult for me to say this and for you to hear this, but what about simple things in life, you know? You ever thought of getting just a regular old house? You know, something like that? Or at least traveled? Was it? Yeah, there are those who do that. But I'm thinking invest it on helping others. You know, heck, if you can bring a bunch of people that are smart together and get things done, I would do that. Yeah. Yeah, it may seem vague what I'm saying this. It's just because if I do ever find out, if I do ever, if somehow, by some miracle, I am able to have a lot of money one day, I'd like to keep my ideas to myself, close to my heart, you know, up here, also up here, yeah. It's not that easy, and I got a lot of ideas. Heck, if you want answers for a lot of things, I got that, but so does everyone else. People are able to have knowledge in their own way, and everyone's smart in their own way. Just as much as everyone can be just. Anyone can be wrong, anyone can be right. You're only human. Well, anyways, let's see, what else? I'm trying to figure out how to make something funny, you know? Just make a laugh. And yet I'm worried that the neighbors might get upset and tattletale on the landlord instead of talk to me. And please, if you're living in a place that is an apartment or anything like that, a word of advice, please, for all good things in the world, communicate, talk things out so everybody can work together, alright? And so that there's no fear, there's no misunderstandings, there's no problems, alright? And yes, there are some places where you shouldn't talk to each other. But let's be real. Don't judge a book by its cover, okay? Never do that. Cover's not the book, people. Also, for those who judge people from the outside, you should know that looks can be deceiving, especially if you're looking at them from the outside. The inside matters most, actually, a lot more. Here and here, in your heart. That's what I'm pointing. That's where I'm pointing. Anyways, someone might think that I look like a bad person because of the way my face is or my hair or whatever at some point. I mean, come on. Do I even look the part of a bad person? Now that I think of it, I have to admit this. If I were to get in the showbiz of any kind, I'd probably make a good character for some role. Heck, even a background character would be okay. I'd be set for that. Speaking of which, on a different topic, I guess, for those of you who are actors, yeah, I don't know if I want that type of job or not. You guys have had it rough. People think, no, they're living the dream, they're getting the fame and all that. People, you have to understand, they get up early in the mornings, they do all kinds of stuff. They're human, alright? Why do you think they get depressed sometimes, or a lot of times? Or gets to have long hours and let's just say it's not let's just say they do need vacation. They need to be able to get the good while they can, alright? Heck, they ain't having it easy completely. Not completely. The reason why they would need the luxury is because they wouldn't have it that much during that job of months and months. Whew, wow. I sympathize. It may seem like I'm not able to or that I'm not, but I sympathize, okay? I can see it. I can literally see it. You guys, wow. But then again, everybody's got problems. Everybody. Every single body's got problems. I just hope everybody else can just lend a hand. You know, scratch my back, I scratch yours. Instead of you scratch my face, I'll scratch your face. You know, I don't like that. I'd rather people just pay it forward and then pay it back again. What comes around goes around, but that's not just for the bad. It also can be good for the good. You know, it can be better. If you give, others might give back. It's how it is. I hope that people realize that you can't have bad without the good, and you can't have good without the bad. Yes, I know it might seem nice to have all the bad things good and gone. But let's be real. If there's no challenge in life, then how are we going to do anything else? We'd be like boring all the time. We'd be bored. If there's no challenges, how are we going to be able to move forward or be able to push ourselves forward? You know how some people, like, if they're missing a limb or whatever, and they intend to not give up because they think, challenge accepted. They go like, challenge accepted, bring it on! Or how Cusco goes like, I'll play it in a different way though. Uh-oh. Don't tell me. There's a huge mess of problems heading our way. Yup. Pain and suffering and awesomeness ahead? Looks likely. Bring it on. Seriously, if we don't have challenges, then how are we going to be able to be determined or relentless? How are we going to represent the word relentless? That's what mostly I see as human race is. Stubborn, relentless. We represent that word. We could be made out of that type of word, you know, itself. The meaning of it, you know. We keep on going. We keep on fighting. Even though we seem to be fighting about each other or fighting to each other. But let's face it, we're all family. We're human beings. We just have bigger scaled and larger scales of family feuds, you know? And squabbles and stuff like that. Sheesh. Some of those larger family feuds are known as wars or battles of. You get the idea. Me, I prefer not to judge. I'm trying not to judge at all. It ain't that easy. It ain't that easy trying to make sure to not wreck yourself. You know, I have to check myself every second of every day. I'd have to make sure, whoa, calm down, dude. I have to make sure to calm down. I have to make sure to not get upset about the littlest things. I mean, believe it or not, holding a grudge doesn't help. It's unhealthy. A lot of times, nations hold grudges against each other. I mean, we did, or at least I'm thinking we still do. I don't know exactly. I have to admit the faults that I have in order to know that I can be strong or to know where my strengths are and to become stronger. You're not. In order to know how much weak you are. No, that's not it. That's wrong. We the human. No. Anyways, I'm not gonna edit this all out. If I made a problem or a glitch, it's okay. I'm okay with that. Let's see here. Me personally, I have to realize where my weaknesses are in order to make sure I can change them into strengths. And people can do that too. If you see a problem, why not change it into a solution or switch it around? Heck, if a person's missing a leg, I see options. I see all kinds of good options and awesomeness. Yeah, it's not just the one version of prosthetic leg or others. I can actually tell you the truth about this. I've come up with a lot of designs for that kind of stuff, missing limbs and all kinds of stuff. And if you got problems, just try to make the most of it. Try to figure out what can I use this as an advantage. To make you stand out or make you awesome or make you great. I mean, a person that has two heads and both heads and of people can talk and think and all kinds of stuff. Oh, that's an advantage. You think it might be bad, but yes, it's uncomfortable, and yes, all kinds of health problems go with it, but let's be honest. You can do something, and you have something that no one else has. Jealous much? Yes, I'd be that much jealous. Heck, you have an advantage if you want to be able to know. Well, let's just say you won't need to look both ways with just the one head. You can have one look the other way and the other look the other way if your neck was able to bend that way. Yes, there are those who have that kind of problems with their spine. Man, solutions. And like I said in the other video, that one that involves hair all over your body, those types of people. I mean, you got it made. Good luck with that. If you got problems, I'd like people to get in touch with me somehow, some way at least. I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Pinterest if you want to look at stuff or whatever. I have to get back to you on the information about those two things. I can't quite remember that information at the time right now. My popsicle's melting. Anyways, I better hurry up. Talk to you soon.